the magnolias bloom so late. A child stands alone in fear, wishing someone would hold them near. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectives on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. I see peace, he send them far and wide, across the borders where they divide. Families waiting with open arms to shield them from all worldly harms. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectives on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Though the journey's tough, the road is long, singing out this hopeful song. Every child deserves a chance to find their home, their love, their dance. No more darkness, no more tears, just a future free from fears. With each step they grow so strong, in a place where they belong. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectives on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. The journey's tough, the road is long, in this world they'll start to glow. Child protective, hear their plea, in Georgia's arms they will be free. Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectives on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Let love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. Oh, Georgia's foster, let love shine. Love shine. In the shadow of the peace day, where the magnolias bloom so late, a child stands alone in fear, wishing someone would hold them near. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectives on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. I see peace, he send them far and wide, across the borders where they divide. Families waiting with open arms to shield them from all worldly harms. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart.
Everybody, welcome in. How you doing? How's everything going? I'm Danielle. I'm your co-host. I'm your host today. Like, y'all, what's going on? What's up? How's everyone been? Welcome in. Hey, Chris. Welcome in. So, it's been a while. Here we are. We've had a couple shows going on. And, I just want to say that I got some new, we're going to go down a rabbit hole. Okay. It's been a couple days or weeks since I've been on here, but I do want to say that I'm here and, Unmasking Foster Care Corruption is back. And Squirrel, oh, hey, Gunny. Hey, y'all. Look, I totally forgot about the chat. So, Chris, how's the kiddo and what's going on? I got your message about the new foster mother. Hey, Dr. Dad, how are you? Hi, Destiny. Welcome in. Y'all, how's everything going? Hey, Gunny. So guess what? Did y'all see what's going on in Georgia? I do want to say, thank y'all for joining me tonight. We might have a surprise later. Here shortly. I'm waiting some answers from some things. So I do have something for y'all. Today there was a rally in Atlanta. Okay, at the DFCS building in Atlanta, which this building is 11 stories. Okay, and I wasn't able to make it, but I do have some friends that were down there, and and it was also You Are the Power was down there, and Sylvia Beach from Rescue the Fosters. Well, I got some news for y'all. This is an 11-story building off of Trinity Avenue in Atlanta. He will move. Where's he moving to? Why ain't he coming home to you, hon? Oh, I'm sorry about that, Chris. What's going on? I I didn't know. I didn't. Oh, no. So anyhow, Chris, we'll talk about that. If you want to leave it in the comments, I will speak. We can talk after the show if you want to. Just let me know that she know of autism kids. She know like where he's moving to, like the foster mom, or is it within where you can see, where you'll be able to see him better, or what's up? That's uh, so. This building, y'all, it's 11 stories. Okay, and there's not going to be. It's unlikely that there's any floors that's not somehow related to DSCS or DHS or like. I know ICPC's in this building. I know HR, the operations of the department. I mean, Division of Family and Children's Services. But I want to tell you at this rally, parents were there, peaceful, guys, peaceful. Cooking supper. What's for dinner? Dr. Death. What's for dinner? So, this was a peaceful protest this morning in Atlanta. All right, in my home state, my capital. It was across the street from the Georgia DSCS building. When I tell you, and this has been fact checked, on the third floor, the sign was on the third. Oops, the sign was on the third floor. In the middle, like on the middle, where the third floor is, it was in the middle windows. Did you know they had a sign in this window of some whatever the worker or whoever? Money matters. Way. Money matters, y'all. Excuse me, Georgia. What's up? That is, you're gonna mock us parents, because we want our children. This is my home state that we're talking about here in Atlanta. Money matters. Y'all heard that? Money matters. Excuse me. Can someone please? I will be more than happy to post a picture or put the picture up here. And plenty of people seen that. But why all times now? Hi, Antonio. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We gotta get rocking and rolling again, y'all. So this is a peaceful protest with parents, and I know some of the parents. I know, and they have they were across the street, but the people what word am I looking for? That were in this building at this time, that occupied this building at this time, they definitely have to do with Department of Human Services or Division of Family and Children's Services here in Georgia. This is my home state. Right, Dr. Death. I thought kids mattered. Exactly. But money matters. I'm so preppy, Bryce. Welcome in, Bryce. Hi. Nice to see you. How I am not preppy, honey, but thank you. I me preppy. Oof, no, but it's okay. Maybe one day, But thank you for joining in, and thank you for being here with us. Hi, Bryce. Hey, Brenda. Brenda, guess what I'm talking about today? So, Chris said what did she say? Okay, so Chris is talking about her son's got a new foster mom now, and Antonio, thank you for coming in. That's why. Okay, Chris, I will tell. I didn't know. I didn't get on my calls till later on. I don't know what's up with my messenger. I'll have to give you. I can send you my number or email, girls. So it's a better to get in touch with me. Because for some reason I don't like messenger. It's bad. They don't sync my messages. Check out RJ Payne. I can feel it, please. IG Sticks. What's up? Check out RJ Payne. You can't feel it, or you can't touch it. I thought that was MC Hammer that sung that. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so let's get back to this. So y'all, we're here to talk about child protective services and just the failures going on nationwide in this system that is supposed to be that was built to protect and promote state families, independent families, safe and strengthen families, protect children, and help families. And it's not. It's totally doing the opposite. I'll love it. I don't know. I'd have to. I'll check it out. I'll check it out, G6. But thank you for joining us. Thanks for putting that out there. I will. I will check it out. Now, you want to come back on a later show? I'll be more than happy to tell you all about it. And we'll see what's up. So, all right, Chris. Cool. So back to the show, the Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna say I cannot believe the audacity or the nerve of these people to think, okay, for one, they got the cops out there. Brenda, let me tell y'all what happened. I'll do a refresher. In Atlanta today, at the Georgia Department, our Georgia Division of Family and Children Services building, but there's like there's no other related, like unrelated things that's in that occupies that building. It's mostly, and it is all has to do with operations administration of DFCS here in Georgia. Okay, Georgia, and I don't know if the DHS director's office is there, but I know ICPC's in this building. So is the city of Atlanta, DFCS, human resources, and it has to do with, like I said, the operations. So human resources probably like their main hub. So today, for one, when these and so the process was across the street from this building. Okay, um, they gave a heads up to the Capitol Hill Police, the law enforcement down there, and said, "Hey, such and such, we're coming." When I say that, I've never in my life could ever think that these people in Georgia that are looking out for the best interests of our children, or in that field, period, or in the DSCS Department of Human Services, would mock us parents. Shame on you guys and gals. Shame on you. It's already sad enough what they do by committing the fraud, the manipulation, the perjury, the what else? False information, and the fact that isolating these parents from even their court cases, not notifying these parents. I mean, we have rights, just like y'all do. I mean, y'all want to get the law enforcement involved and want the protection of them, but yet you want to sit here and mock us. This ain't right. This is not right. These are our kids, people. How can y'all just sit? Money matters. So I would like, if there's anyone out there listening that is in Georgia that works or is would like to get with me and let me know. I mean, just put a comment in the show. Come on the show. Hit me up. My email is going to be right here at the bottom. I will put it in the chat. I would love to hear what someone's opinion, or you can leave a comment on this podcast. I want to know what in your right mind and where y'all's outlook is on that particular window with that sign in it, whatever it is. Money matters, huh? I don't know what to say. Georgia, Governor Kemp, what's up? Candace Broche. And as a matter of fact, Candace Broche is like friend requesting people, husbands, that were at this protest. Like, why, lady? What is y'all's? Why can't y'all do what needs to be done and get these kids reunited with their families instead of keeping them from them, or instead of manipulate? I mean, there's so okay. Georgia. Now that this is starting to be exposed, guess what? There's investigations being done. Yes, and that y'all just know we are gonna get justice. We are gonna get the kids are coming home. Okay, so if you're out there in Georgia, I want to tell y'all, reach out to me. This is absolutely the most out like I would love to hear from one of these people that was at this office. They said the activity from the law enforcement, it's like and some of the people inside the building was like, yeah, like they were acting like, okay, we're people too, just like y'all are. That we ain't no different. Y'all are supposed to be looking out for the best interests of our children, and I can't tell because where's the reunification numbers are supposed to be going up, not down. They declined by 64% last year. What's up? I can't tell about the numbers. Um, they were just keeping the peace and doing what they can do. I mean, it's true. I've been through this myself with this state. What is going on? Judges, caseworkers, manipulating the system, even people that aren't like people that it could be the anonymous callers or people that can lie. What's up, Georgia? This is not, man, my mother, it was not like this. It's gotten, I don't know. They get all, do these caseworkers that come in, do most of them do they know what they're doing? Because I believe that, I mean, it's, what I've experienced is you want to get rid of the good ones that are in this job, but you don't want to do what you're supposed to do. But these bad apples just think they can keep on going with it. And I'm gonna have to say, this is ridiculous. This is just, it's, and I'm a person, I'm usually pretty like mellow. Like, well, I'm not gonna say I'm mellow, but I usually don't not quick to judge, not quick to say. But you know what? When it comes to kids nationwide, just like Georgia, you ought to say y'all are like Arizona out there with the pink ladies, professional kidnappers, and then on the shirt it says, "Do you know where your children are?" And these are caseworkers, social workers going out promoting these shirts in town. You might as well say that's just like that. Is that? I mean, I tell you, hey, any other parents out there in Georgia or any other state, is this how y'all want your kids to be? I mean, is this what we're out about? Is that why? I mean, money matters. So what's going on with the money then? Money matters. Well, you know, I'm shocked. I'm sick. I'm sick. Georgia, shame on you. This is disgusting. And this is just, you know what? Is this why y'all send kids out of state when there's when people, just to make it harder? Is this why y'all send them out of state? Because you know what? I did meet like my son's situation. Talk about right pretenders, right? Children. What is it? CPS, children pilfering squad. That's crazy. Y'all like it's sickening. Lowry, yeah, lawyers, court appointed attorney. They're all in the cahoots together. And at the end of the day, this is really how, this is when my case was going on. This is how I perceived it as. Um, they wake up each day and they go to work, and here we are during the courts, dependency courts, and they work side by like shoulder to shoulder. So they have to look at these people every day, and it's like, okay, screw the parents. Like we're just gonna run this. They will proceed with these court hearings without even letting the parent know nothing. What? Like that's what the biggest like that. And then want to fake like there's someone and be at like a I'm not even gonna go there that route because that was absolutely just ridiculous with my kids. And it's sickening to know that they look out for our children's best interests. Y'all, wake up, Georgia. Wake up. Come on. We're here. Come here. Everywhere else too. Georgia, Dr. Death, Iowa. I'm speaking out to every state. Chris, Kansas. Brenda, Louisiana. You can't, why can't you do something about it? You can't do anything. Oh, you got told you can't do anything. Dr. Death, why is that? They said, who told you that? Wow. When did you get told that? Did you have court? You had court this week, didn't you? Or what's up with you? Oh, you got told you can't do anything about your court of attorney. What gives? I mean, what makes them any special if they're committing fraud upon the court or not holding to what they're supposed to do? But then again, I mean, they're all in cahoots together. I mean, it's all about like Atlanta said, money matters, right? Money matters. So what was their reasoning for that? May I ask, if you don't mind? So I'm not, so my thing is, and I talked to some people from this protest today, got told that today. Dr. Death, please, I would love to know what was their reasoning and how are they able to not get in trouble? I mean, boy, this is the comment that was told to me today, when I found out about this, that they walk around like they're law enforcement, these CPS workers in Georgia. And that is true, they do. And they do that at other places in the state of Georgia because I've experienced this. And it's just ridiculous. Like, do you have is that what they're in? Just the way the system is? It's corrupt. Georgia? But you never hardly hear about Georgia on the news. Well, guess what? We're here now. And I'm just putting it out there because everybody needs to know the state of Georgia parents, hear me. If you're not even dealing with DSDS or CPS here in Georgia, Child Protective Services, Georgia, the state of Georgia, and even nationwide, if you are dealing with, you're not even dealing with it. I want to let y'all know. Let me see if I can get this picture up here. I want to show y'all this. And it's a very faint picture, but I'm sorry. I can easily get on there and probably get the picture myself, but too many people today seeing this thing. I mean, wouldn't you believe 20, 30, 40 people if everybody said they've seen it? And would you? I mean, that's credible, right? So that's why I would love to hear from someone in that office themselves to tell me why you got to sign, knowing what's going on nationwide in our country right here and worldwide, and it all is based under the federal funding. But y'all, why aren't y'all implementing the new bill the new act that Joe Biden signed on January, I think it was January 4th this year, to support children and families act, I think so. Let me fact check that though. I know, Brenda, if you're still with me, you have that info, ma'am, called something about that. So y'all, they forgot about this text amendment, right? And what I don't get is if you go back and you look at the First Amendment, right? That's really like the freedom. That's our freedom. Like it's freedom. Like it's our God given. It's like the ones and then the Second Amendment, but the freedom. It's like we have a right to be in our kids, to have a familiar relationship with our children. We have a right to have our family without government interference. So now I do know with this act that's under the Social Security Act of Title 4B, I believe, that was passed, and it's on the federal level in effect. And it's real, but nobody's talking about it. it has the poverty whole thing is not a reason for removal. It's not legit. It's not. And also, they are there's more funding. We can't buck the system. It's but they can't. They can't. Okay, Dr. Death. That can be construed in so many ways. I'm not meaning no positive or negative when I say that. I want to know what your like what you mean by saying that. Like where you stand of how, I guess, what makes you say that. And I would like to piggyback on that because when someone says we can't buck the system, and it makes you think, well, what makes them think that they can just run a system or run it like they want, like run it their way, right? Run their way or the highway. And yeah, they say we can't buck a system, but when so I want to before I talk speak on that comment, I want to know what makes you say that. I mean, because it can be taken in so many ways. So back to so I thank you for helping and is this right? Just to state that even you feel though that y'all can't like get over this, like get through it or fight it, or just you're not getting nowhere. It's just like a losing battle. Is that what you're? Is that? No, let me ask. How many parents um have you ever looked at their? How long have you been dealing with them in your state? And I know Iowa. You're in Iowa, right? I do know. My co-host was from Iowa before she passed, and she was going. She had some things going on, and it's just, and I was, and they would be doing things like can't buck the court system. The court system, let me tell you, what makes them any different from anything else? Like there's a system set in place that I guess over time they just thought they can run it on their own. But then I also discovered that I looked up the other day that these judges, like I looked up how are they the judges are protected, and it's under like the Georgia Constitution. Like they have a unified judicial system that I think they run. That's what they do, and I mean it's absolutely a joke. Like how are you going to not implement and go by what is the law? I mean, they're not even implementing the new, and that's another thing. All right, Georgia parent. Okay, even Iowa, this goes for Iowa too, and any other state. Y'all hear me out. All right, there is a new act, a bill. If Brenda was here, or Brenda, y'all, I was ready for this show, but then again, I wasn't ready. I was supposed to have my show at 6 o'clock tonight, but yeah, so it didn't happen because there was some things going on, and hopefully, maybe later on we will know what's up. But yeah, I just yeah, I just don't know what to say. This made me sick today when I heard this and seen this, and just overall, state law here overrides USA law in court case from the U.S. courts. State law here, you know, ain't that the problem? That is the biggest issue that they think they say that right, right, Doctor Death. They say that, but is that how it's supposed to be? Federal, I mean, they say, and and that's we got to think. Look at your state. No, there's no pizza deliveries. Okay, no. What? Did you order pizza? No, no pizza here. I think that was the weekend thing because I eat pizza too much. Forgive me, husband. I'm gonna turn into a pizza. We eat pizza a lot here. We lo- we love the late night deliveries. The pizza from the gas station, the subways. I mean speedways. I think they're called speedways. And racetrack. I think it's racetrack here. And they hide court case that they lose. Yes, and they fabricate. They alter. They They destroy court cases. I mean, all of a sudden the case disappears. Okay, guess wait. Oh, hold on. Dang, gotta go on the show here. Hold on, y'all. Let me go read my computer. Hold on. Hold on. We are. There he is. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? I suck. Roblox. Welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're back. Thank you for joining back again with us, my friend. Thank you. And let me hey yes, okay. Hold on real quick, y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me call. I gotta make this call real quick. Okay, 1 second. Just 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. So, yeah. I don't mean to be rude. That was So is the Punisher getting out soon? Yeah, no, it's not gonna be. I don't know what's going on. I will have updates. Hopefully tomorrow morning. But it's not looking till like maybe. I mean, I don't know yet. I don't know, and we don't know nothing. We pray, and we just keep in y'all's thoughts, everyone. It's he just send him strength, and he's. You didn't mean to say that. You're good, Revolux. How are you? You're good. It's okay, hon. It's okay. But I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Gunny, don't even start like that. I see you. Yes, but you're awesome, Revolux. But thanks for coming back. Hey, I like that. So, yeah, him and Tiff. Yeah. Did you miss me, Dr. Death? Yeah, I know that I have been like gone for a minute. Well, not gone, but I'd hop on the shows. Last night, I don't know what happened with the Punisher show, the late night one, but I'm probably going to be right back on here doing another show here with some of the crew. I don't know what's. Hold on. I was seeing if maybe he would call while I'm on the show so he can talk to everybody, but he hasn't called yet, so he's probably asleep. I'm okay. Yeah. It's been a lot. Georgia today. I am going to have another live about this. What's wrong with my voice? Is it robot-y? Can y'all hear me? How about that? Is that better? Sorry. Was it messed up? Better? I got a fan going, y'all. It's hot. It's hot here in Georgia. Can you hear me? Let me get back on here. Y'all, I got 30. Okay, let's get back to this. All right. Look, y'all. You know what? I forgot. My brother. All right. You know what? I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. Okay, give me 5 minutes, guys. Is it better? It is better? Okay. I'm going to take a 5-minute commercial, like a 5-minute commercial break, okay? I'll be right back. I'm going to go check on something real quick.
In the shadow of the peach day, where the magnolias bloom so late, a child stands alone in fear, wishing someone would hold them near. Through the bridges of Georgia's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, Georgia's foster, let love shine. I see peace, he send them far and wide, across the borders where they divide. Families waiting for truth in shadows deep, where voices cry but none can speak. In halls of whispers secrets keep, we're here to break the silent streak. Stand up, fight, don't let it go. Reveal the truths they won't show. In the darkness light will grow. Justice rises, voices flow. Children's dreams are cast aside in the system where lies reside. We won't let them run and hide. Hearts are strong, we're full of pride. Stand up, fight, don't let it go. Reveal the truth they won't show. In the darkness light will grow. Justice rises, voices flow. Children's dreams are cast aside in the system where lies reside.
We're back. All right, sorry, y'all. I'm here. All right, Rebelux, you have a good night, okay? And be safe and enjoy your evening. All right, y'all. So, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm back. Sorry about that. Squirrel. Sorry, y'all. It's hot, and I need to get my hair cut. All right, I need to get back on this. It was easier talking on this thing. Anyways, back to this Georgia deal. So Dr. Death and everybody that's here. Thanks, Dr. Death. So I want to talk to you about that Iowa thing, Dr. Death. Like, and Gunner says that judges are getting swapped out too. You know, they are. We did speak today. We did come to, like, they are shuffling judges around. So why? Like, why aren't they covering up their drama, their trouble, you know? So I'm gonna come back on the show this way. Sorry, y'all, I just like it on my phone better. So Georgia today was about some things that they law enforcement come out there, and you know, they said the dude from the Capitol Police law enforcement part, the captain, I believe it was, he told them to keep peace, blah, blah, they can't be in the road, the norm. And they were getting followed. There was even a supervisor across the street, because like I said, the parents, they were across the street from this building. And there was like a supervisor walking around on the other side, just pacing and just acting. They're acting in ways, but they want to perceive themselves as being like the save the children and we're protecting the children, and smile on these videos or these pictures of when they're. But you know what? What's really behind that smile? That's what I want to know. So anybody that was occupying this building, it's time today for this rally. Can you please get with me or this channel and let us know what that sign in that window entails? What is the meaning behind it and why? Why would you, if money matters, were you doing it as a joke? Or were you doing it to mock us and the children that y'all take? Or I mean, I would say something else. So, you know what? Are y'all still here with me? People? Everybody? All right, let me get back on the show this way. Here we go. So I can show y'all the video. I mean, the picture of this, okay? Here I go. I'm here. Here we are. Can I hear me? Are we here? Hello. All right. Is that better? Oh, well, there's me too. I'm just kidding. So, whoops, wrong one. There we go. So the biggest thing is I don't know why these people just decide to think that they can do what they want with our children and joke about something like this about money matters. And then that movie, is it Braveheart? I think it's Braveheart. This is money talks and bullshit walks is what that sign means. Yay. I couldn't have said it better myself, my friend. That is actually what I was fixing to say. That is so true. Because you know what? At the end of the day, look at what's talking and look at and look at. I mean, they're getting away with it. But it's not anymore. Look, Dr. Beth, we are waking up and we are woke. Like we ain't got time for them to. No, okay. When I tell you, Georgia, this governor. Yes, big mouth. I'm back. Like, I'm a big mouth. Okay. I'm back. They're not going to stop me. They're not going to silence me. This is my home state. And look, Georgia, if you're going to be on somebody's mind, we sure don't want it to be for hurting or ever thinking that there's a price tag over a child's head. That's shame on you. But this rally today, this was today from 10 to 12. Parents were there. There was no drama, no nothing. Drama from the DFCS side of things. I mean, money matters. The mocking that they were. I mean, for one, they're not law enforcement. They are they could be caseworkers, somebody working behind the operations, like the ICPZ. I don't know if DHS is in there as well, but that's for the HR. But when I say money matters, okay, how much money y'all getting? I mean, because there's many parents that had opinions about this today. And okay, and Georgia State Patrol was watching the protesters, which they didn't do no harm. Like they were just doing their job and keeping the peace. Like they were there for what they were supposed to do. There to keep the peace, not they were there for both sides. And you know what? Let's go GSP. Thank you. Thank you for doing what is right. Now these people that think they're better than what they're these are real stories, real families, real children going through unimaginable oh my gosh, unimaginable pain, trying to navigate through a system that is broken. And just to think that these people, they are fully aware of this. They can't play now. Like, money matters. Come on, stop screwing over the federal government. Like, because they know what's up. They see it. Come on. Okay, states. All 50 states. This goes out to all 50 states because there is corruption everywhere. Worldwide too. United Kingdom, everywhere. Somebody tell me why it's okay for adults to just pick on children. Why would you tear families apart? Why would you want that? Like, hello, that's a no-no. You don't do that. You just don't do that. So can somebody please tell me why it's okay for them to do that? Oops, I dropped y'all. Y'all. Oh no. There you go. Sorry. Y'all like see my neck. I'm sorry. Let's get this picture up here. How about that? Let's get this. I am an old foster kid myself, so no, this is right. And I've never had to deal with that side of it, even when I was a child, and or even in with my children until my mother passed, and then someone falsely made accusations and allegations and with false with bad intentions, very horrible intentions on my child, and that is just messed up. Right? It's like we're guilty, right? When they it's like they know our name and we're guilty automatically. The stuff that they've done, and sorry about the snoring in the background. It's okay. But what can I say? Let's see. What was I seeing? Oh yeah, let's go check this out. Here we go. Let's go. Let me pull this up, guys. Hold on. I want to show you this. All right. I need to have the. Let's see. I'm gonna go find the picture. I'm gonna have to send it. I would share the screen, but let me see if I can get it up on here first. All right. So let's go to Facebook. All right. So money matters. Like I said, it's there was enough people there to see this. Okay, guys. So it's not no joke. It wasn't no lie. This is like real life stuff that happened today. And I love it. If some think that they know what's in your kid's best interest, they don't. If they knew if they knew it was in our kids' best interest, they wouldn't be acting that way. If they had the right, or the right mentality. Like, sometimes I question their mental health. Are they okay? Like, they say, I mean, some of them say that we're not okay as parents, that we need to have this and this done. But really, at the end of the day, they're the ones that could be committing fraud, perjury. These are our kids' best interests. How can they determine, okay, for one, when they remove a child, do they know that child? No. You just know that child by a 5-minute interview with them. No, I'm sorry. Raising a kid in life does not come in an instruction manual. And you know what is our God given right to be in our children's life? That's a natural right that it's ours, and they can't take that from you. No nobody can take that from you. So wake up, Georgia. Wake up, America. What is I mean, it's here. It's time. Why ain't we like Georgia? What is up? And I'm I'm just shocked. I mean, Dr. Death, do y'all have this up in your state? Like, have y'all had anyone? Have y'all had rallies and stuff up there, or them going around mocking the children, or the fact that just that's like them laughing in our face? Georgia, are you really gonna let them do this to us? Come on, I need parents. I need people. I need to hear from somebody. Like, Georgia, we have kids that are missing here. Like, these are children. These are Georgia's children. These are the families that have been torn apart here in Georgia. Our broken families that they didn't deserve it. And look, Iowa, I was up there. Iowa, I'm shouting out to Iowa. Go Colton. Colton, I hope you're doing great. And Greg, Much love to y'all, and I know your mom's with you every day, honey. Much love to you, Carrie. We miss you. My co-host was from Iowa, Dr. Death, and she is, that's what started this whole show. Um, we have 3 shows together, and it started. I don't know if you know the story with me and Carrie. We didn't know each other long, and she didn't want to be live. She kept urging me. She wanted me, and Danielle, go live. Danielle, do a podcast. Do a podcast. So she was my encourager, and when I tell you that woman had so much positive things to say and always a smile on her face, never. And if she was, and she'd always hold me accountable. Like she'd call me out on my stuff though. Like she would definitely, like, Danielle, you're like focus, because I am. Look, Gunner knows. Aaron knows. Brenda knows. Squirrel, like, and just the time that I got to film her, even though it was, we were so far away. What did CPS do? You tell me. Whoa, whoa. What did CPS do? What did they do? You tell me what they did. What did they do? Done a lot of things. This is Georgia that I'm talking about today. Hi, welcome in, Brad. Welcome in. So why are you saying whoa? What have you ever been involved with CPS? Are you have you ever been you're very interested? Oh well, you that hates them. Who said I don't hate no one. Okay, so I don't hate CPS. I don't hate anyone or anything or any. No, I don't have the word hate. And I dislike. And you're asking me, okay? They. Let me tell you from my experience. How can you butt your nose in and believe hearsay, okay, and not bring a child and reunite them with their family and the family and no reasoning for them to take this child, okay, just because of a family member that passed away unexpectedly, okay, and send a child out of state without no answer for buts, no no consent, nothing. I don't know saying who said FC seems a little hateful, valid or not. Who said FCPS? I never said FCPS. I never said that. That's I never said that. Never did. Can't I don't agree with that there. I never said FCPS. I said I dislike because you know what? The system is built and it was built a certain way, but there's always bad apples somewhere. And that's what this is. What was the alleged reason for them taking the child? My child was they didn't take my child. They didn't. They didn't take him from my care. My me. It's on the banner in the middle of the screen. On not on my where? What middle? What screen? Right there. I'm confused. So let me ask you, Brad, because I would love. I mean, I'm okay with sharing my story. I mean, you can even go watch past shows of mine, or even on my TikTok. I will be more than happy to. Where does it say that? Does it say it right there? Because the back where you're seeing where it flicks it off. Well, that's the produce like that's someone's back art that, and that's what they choose. So that's they. I will let them answer for that, you know. But I mean, if that's how they feel, maybe I can't answer for them. Okay, so if you may, it is. I mean, but I can't answer for them right now. But I will. If that's how they feel, I mean, yeah, it's along the little graphic. I see it. I see it now. I do. I see it now. I'm blind. I really am. My screen's small. But my thing is, everyone that's, everyone that's in this whole, every story is just different when they're dealing. But, when having your kids, when your kids are just removed and your rights are violated, and we're like it's like a losing battle. Like it's like automatically, for one, why are the numbers declining in Georgia in the last year? You sure? You sure, Brad? Can I ask, are you just like a viewer or just scrolling through and whatnot? Hey, you're more than welcome to come in. Hi, Simon. How are you? Called free speech, yes. But Brad, may I ask, what made you stop in today? You just saw that, and I mean, I thank you for joining us, and thank you for addressing that, and I will address that definitely. It's up to them to decide because I can't. I got my show, but that's. But my thing is, I don't hate. I don't ever hate anybody. Sharkanando. What am I talking about? Child Protective Services and taking or removing children and not reuniting children with families. Like I thought that it's a broken system. It's a broken system. How are you, Simon? I'm great. You're doing okay? Why not? Why not great? You having a good day? This is what am I talking about? I'll tell you. These are real stories, real families, real children going through unimaginable pain and things, trying to navigate through a system that is broken. Okay. Yeah, I just got. Oh no, you're good, Brad. You're good. But I have to admit that. Are you serious? Wow. So let me. I would love if you want to stay here for a minute and tell. Like, I want to know. I'm the first. I'm the first. Okay. Which that is under that. Okay, I see that because honestly, I was in that kind of scenario before my mother passed away unexpectedly, and I've never seen these. I guess so. I guess if you're not haven't experienced it or have a friend experience it yourself, you're banned. Hello, what happened, Doctor Death? What happened? So I guess that I guess let me finish saying let me finish what I was saying. Sorry, y'all. I guess that I can understand where you're coming from. But I can because before this CPS that got involved in my son's life. Okay, my mother passed away unexpectedly, and you know I never I never had my children were never removed, nothing. And my family were like, they were helping me in my struggle time over a decade ago. And everything's been fine. But all of a sudden my mother passes and it's like here comes darkness that I just lost my mom and wow, and there's my son. I mean, and I guess people with bad intentions, with bad intentions, and this is people that you would never think that would do that. That you know, they maybe whatever the reasoning is, still it wasn't right. It was so, but when the way it was done and played, like how it carried itself out with my experience is horrible. Like my opinion on them is just outright it's wrong because I'm a real person and I'm a mother and my son is autistic and you know how hard it was to try to get to Texas to see my son and but yet they would not when it was time to for my son to come home be with family and be with us back we had to go get him we had to pay to go get him Georgia took him out there Georgia, and I could play the news story but they sent him out there and I had to see I had to see my son over a video and see things that are and then when my son came home, there's so much bad. Um, so I'm sorry, y'all, that was my brother. But what was I saying? This subject is because I had my own. Yeah, see, Brad, see, like Simon right here said, this subject right here, Dr. Death, you still here with us? Think it's okay, Brad. It's I guess with you not ever like seeing the side of CPS that we've seen, I guess because it's that secret, like they keep it so hidden, but now there's it's going on way too much worldwide, nationwide and in the US, and parents are speaking up because it's I mean, the stories I've heard, it's just horrible. I mean, it's horrible. It's not fair. It's not fair. And there, now don't get me wrong, there are good good ones in the child protective service system that are doing their job. But also from my experience with this whole scenario is the fact that CPS, the good work, the ones that were in my case that actually did the policy, like followed by what their policies and procedures were, they would wean them out. All of a sudden, you'd have this caseworker, and then they'd be gone. Like you could see things actually going for that, and it's like, wow. So I mean, just when you start seeing the positive side of this, after them, like, because a lot of parents have had their kids removed, and I mean, you already have that emptiness and having to worry about where's your child and finding, because they don't tell you, these caseworkers don't tell you what they're supposed to. Like they're supposed to be attached. Like they're kind of like your encourager. They're supposed to be your motivator. They're supposed to get you, build you up and show you, like guide you, kind of like your I'm not going to say, well, I mean, your accountability, your supporter, your encourager, the one that tells you that here parents are trying to navigate through this system to get their kids home, and these workers are not telling them what they need to know. And that's where a lot of these caseworkers fail. That's what they fail at, and they take advantage of that. And I've had a caseworker tell me that herself, and she is a employee with it's in another state, but she is a social worker herself. And I asked her, I just wanted to know. I want to know, what do you think is why, and that's what she said. She said she believes that, and she wishes that that they can get more awareness to that. Well, that's what we're here for, my friend. We're here to bring that because these kids don't, there was 1,700 kids missing in Georgia when John Ossoff did an investigation in 20. Did you hear, Brad, did you hear today? Okay, so Simon says, this subject pisses me off because I had my own run in with CPS. They came here to check out my house and they came back 4 more times. Wow. All because one teacher at school. See, Brad, it's so okay. So you're hey, T1 Rome dog or whatever, dag. Hey, welcome in. So, okay, so I need to catch up on my comments. Sorry. Hey, Dr. Death, good. It was like this. It never was like, right. And okay, so Brad, you're a teacher. So mandate, have you ever had um to do that? Like, if you ever had to report? And I most definitely, it definitely is, because no, I know how and it is difficult. And I can only imagine how you, especially if it's like a student that you are doing, or maybe your class, or I don't know what you teach or whatnot, and you don't have to share that with us. But I thank you for letting us know that you do. So I guess you being being a teacher and then a mandatory reporter. How do you feel about well, you said I'm the first. So is it really kept like you? It's not. Is it really like hidden and that much, like the truth to this? Like it's just not just because I can tell you. I don't know. I'm in Georgia. But like today, and they had a rally today in Georgia, and the parents were down there, and they were across the street from the Georgia DFCS building off of Trinity Avenue, and which this building is 11 stories, and it's mainly has to do with division of the family and children services, or the administration part of it, and the operations. And do you know they had a sign on the third floor, and this has been fact checked. Like I was going to show the picture, and my time's coming up, but I will definitely be piggybacking off this probably here later in like 30-45 minutes. I'm going to do another show. But they had a sign that said money matters. Now I can't sit here and I can say how that makes me feel as a parent, and were they mocking us, like stuff like that. But I mean, just imagine what if it comes? What if, I mean, because I haven't heard from the other side. There's always different, what, two sides to every story or three sides to every story. But I want to get their view also on this, because maybe, but with the whole corruption and the issues going on nationwide, having a sign in a window like that, especially at a rally like this, that's like, it's like laughing in our face, and they're supposed to be looking out for the best interest of our children. I'm not making no accusations at them at all. I'm just putting this out there. This is for or not entertainment. It's for educational purposes, because I believe that other parents in Georgia and nationwide need to know this, because I hope that it is not for intentions of being that way to the parents, let alone our children. Um, let's see. Brad says, let's see. I have personally not, okay, but a few of my colleagues have stories that have really bothered me, mostly related to abuse speculation. I can totally, and and there are children that are in imminent danger, and I believe that teachers wouldn't just, some teachers, there's just so much. It's so, how can I say it? Like I said, there's bad apples. I'm sure, like, even in teaching, there's bad apples. I mean, in families, there's bad apples. People with bad intentions and negative, and or they're just miserable or something, and people just want to just try to make mess with somebody, or they could be mad at someone and call and this whatever number that is to report it and say, hey, well, little Johnny didn't have, he came home dirty or something, and just to do it, and it's sad to know that there are people like that, and I do want to thank you, Brad, for not being one like that, because and I thank you for letting us know, that everybody, that that you have never, I'm the first bad experience that you ever, like, because I'm telling you, like, if you, our show is about that. There is other shows, but we are just voicing and getting it, trying to get attention brought, like, just voicing ourselves, because there are missing children, and there are children out there that don't, they should have never been removed, and a lot of parents nationwide are faced with their rights being violated. They were never contacted. Like, with my son, my mom passed, and I couldn't find my son for almost 2 months, and they were leading me on a wild goose chase. And finally, in November, I finally, it was like, and then I find out he's fixing to get sent to Texas, and without even me being able to say anything. When my mother passed, I was supposed to get my son, and but there was someone that intervened in that and interfered with my duty to parent my child, and and that, I can address that on I know it's on my earlier shows, but yeah, let's see. And here's Simon. Simon says they wore in his bag. What, they don't put. They're just like, we getting the support he needed, which is, yes, I supply my kids with everything they need. That's why I do so. So you're saying, personally, are you talking about, like, see, there's parents that have been through, even on the school side, bad, that, I have had parents, and so everyone, I do want to say that Brad says, I guess that in my experience and with my training, we have been told that we would much rather report something, have them go over and find nothing, than hold our tongue. And if that's what y'all been told. Mm, that's uh, how do you? So if you're still here with me, how do you feel? Hey, Albie, how are you? Um, and I thank you for coming in and talking. Yeah. And so, what you said here, Mr. or Brad. If I may call you, I should be calling you this. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm getting because that I don't even have them go over and find nothing. Then hold it. Now, is that in your training from the school side, or does does the like CPS, do they say that to the schools to teach y'all? And I asked that, and then Glow and Dove, hi, Jesus is Lord. Yes, praise God. Yes, Albie, where are you at, Albie? Where are you guys? There she is. Hey, Albie, how are you doing, hon? Welcome in, my love. It's good to see you. I'm glad I'm here. And I saw your comments the other night, and it kind of I don't want you ever to feel like that, and I didn't like that too well. So and I was gonna reach out to you, my friend, and it's, you're good people, and we all mean well. We all want everything, and we all want the same thing, and we want our families back. We want to be able to raise our children, and we want to be. I mean, because Brad, there's kids that are being removed over poverty. I mean, I know I struggle myself. I'm not rich. I don't have all the money in the world, and I would never. But I love my children, and I have a daughter that's about to graduate that will get on TikTok, and she says she's bringing awareness to horrible parents. But if only she's only hearing one side, and that's another part to another. And because it's when my mom passed, it's like it just. I mean, the darkness came out of me, and it's and I also have my disabled. He's 37, my brother, and I have him in my care. And he's just shocked at everything that's going on with his nieces and nephews, and my kids. My son is 19, and he's autistic. And he is out of this because he got sent to a residential treatment facility in Texas, and he was there almost 2 years, or 2 years, over 2 years, and it was just, and we had to go get him. Georgia did not bring him back. Like, so that makes me wonder, did they like really hold him like against his, like, why wouldn't they let us, why wouldn't they tell us, why would they hold my child even though he was an adult and he wanted to come home? That's another thing. And if you want to, you can join the show, or watch it like late episodes over the next couple. Well, it's going to be probably the next couple of days because I'm going to be on here for um, and I'll share more about this because these families are going through this nationwide, Brad. And I thank you for being here. I thank you for letting us know and making us aware of this. And I will be sharing this information out with other parents and other, to get it out that, what, this is what, and this is the opinion of the inside, that side of the school side. And that is awesome. And I love, thank you for coming in. I really do. It's very much obviously, thanks for being here, Brad, and talking. I'm a paralegal by profession, and hearing from families is vital to discuss. Great to have you. And this is a teacher, Albie. And we like hearing from all sides, right? Right. Because it's not everyone in the system that it's the bad apples that are making the system look like this. The system is built a certain way, and these bad apples have just turned it into a nightmare. And I feel the ones that are in there that have good hearts and mean well and that are following and trying their best. And I've experienced this with some of these, and you can kind of tell the bad ones from the negative ones from the positive ones. And also they do get rid of the good ones. Like I've experienced, I've been two caseworkers and they just disappeared. And I'm like, and one of them, I spoke with and I was like, what happened? And she's like, I couldn't. I'm like, why? And I wish she would, yeah, I'm going to put no names out there. It's sad to know that there are individuals out there that are supposed to look out for the best interests of our children and they're not. But Brad, I appreciate you very much. And thank you. And thank you. And just, Brad says, let's see what this comment. I really hope that everything works out for you. You seem very kind. I'm sorry that you have gone through this. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's working. Yeah, and you know for everybody. It's gonna get better. And I thank you for being here with us and sharing with us just the other side of, especially on the school side, because the parents out there that are going through this here on our show right here, he's Mr. Brad, and I mean, and he said in his training that they have been told they'd much rather report something, have them go over, which is he's returning CPS, and find nothing than hold our tongue. That is right. So they report it, and I guess with my answer to that, like my opinion would be, for the reporter, it's their discretion. Like I just I would hope that it's with real like true trueness, like truth to it, not someone that maybe the parents. Not saying you, Brad, not saying you at all. Just this is a scenario, for example, like if the parents, like say if you were the teacher and the parent is someone that maybe you had bad beef with or something, and I would hope that when reporting it, it would not be with bad intentions. You get what I'm saying? To try to harm or cause harm to that family or whatnot. Now that's what I guess that's what I'm referring to. But if it's with the right, and it's honestly like you do feel that that child, totally understandable. Okay, totally. Because I wish that his workers would think like this instead of being biased and so judgmental and so quick to judge and already judging on it, like already having their answers before they even know anything. You always have to come in a situation like this, like even in your field, your career field, sir. You always have to have an open mind, and but your boundaries. What they ask of you, but you also have there's boundaries, and then you have boundaries you set, and I appreciate you for being here with us and open with us about this. I will be definitely that I like what you shared with us in this training. So and obviously thanks for being here, Brad, and for talking. Okay, apparently, and she's Danielle's kids prophetess. Oh, thank you, Albie. That is so sweet. Thank you, and I'm glad that I can bring you here. And we can share, and we as you know what I call it. I said, what did I call my story? I was just joking. You have to have a sense of humor in this. Because at the end of the day, this and Brad, I'm going to tell you, parents that have gone through this from experience myself, it can take the fun out of some things. Like I thought Six Flags was fun before. Now I I don't I can't, I just don't. It's not my. I mean, it's like I'm just. I mean, and it changes you, and it also it traumatizes. Like I mean, I have anxiety, and it's hard. Like I mean, it's like I went back like three steps, and or when this nightmare started, I I like I'm stuck in that time, like that time my life's just still going, and I feel like it's just it's crazy, and I just wish it would, you know, and this is going on nationwide. It's it's a thing. Like it's wow, and it's like you want to wake up from and not face reality, but this is real. This is our it's what's going on in our country, and kids are being trafficked. Kids are being labor trafficked, sex trafficked, abused, neglected. But I appreciate you for looking out for the best interest of the children, Mr. Wilson, and I thank you, and I hope you come back with us and join us and for maybe future shows and share with us. Let me see what a comedy says, y'all. Let's see. No, they are on a power trip. Yeah, they are on a power trip. they're on the CPS workers. Yes, a lot of and yes, you're right, Simon. A lot of them have. I mean, because I have not heard many. No, I've not heard many positive stories about these caseworkers, and the numbers show it. The numbers show it here in Georgia, Simon. The numbers show it. The reunification rates are not being done. They're putting these kids in foster care, and I'm going to tell you, like, yeah, it's. I mean, I guess it's not. Is it noticeable in the schools? Because like I've always wondered about Mr. Wilson, about my son when he was removed, like withdrew from school, and they when I emailed them and they told me they couldn't tell me nothing because I wasn't on the list. And I'm like, so my son was supposed to graduate this year, and he was supposed to graduate with his sister, and he's a teen, and she graduates May 20th, and they were supposed to graduate together, and now he's not going to be able to, and that's something that's always been like part of the like that's what we I mean I was really looking forward to that, and yeah, now, yeah, my son, he don't get to do that this year, because of all this, and then the schooling that he was getting at this facility was not it wasn't I mean he was stuck in a robot mode, like, and even when he came home, all his, like, he was just he lashed out, and he was just different. I do have a show, a past show, and back in March. I think it was on March 13th, 12th, 13th. I did have a live where when he come home, we did a live, and then when I like we went out there to get him, and flew back home with us, and we at the airport. So that was, I think, the 12th, 13th, and then like 2 days later, he did a live with me, and then but you can see the decline in his facial expression, pale as a ghost. And I do have video visits that are recorded over the last 2 years, and I'm gonna start sharing those out. So be on the lookout for some future like podcasts that we air on this channel. I would love for you to join us and be here with us, and we welcome all, and we would love to know your side of things. And I would love to hear if you have seen any more. It like 'cause y'all, I want to tell y'all, Mr. Wilson come in here and he said, "What makes you?" He said, "Because I'm the first person he's ever heard have negative feelings towards CPS." So that right there shows that how much they keep this hidden from the average person, the public. That's not good, y'all. Um, and then in Atlanta today, they're hopefully, I hope to gosh, they were not mocking us parents, because that is not cool, Georgia, and this is my home state. Like, I would never want to think that money matters when it comes to our children. Like, no, it cash a price on a kid's head, a cash price should not ever be over a child's head. A child should never be sold. A child should never be trafficked. A child should never have to. A child is innocent. They're supposed to be able to laugh and play and no worries in the world. Just be happy, go like each other, and grow up like they deserve. They can. That their life matter. Grow up like a child, like they should. Like, I mean, come on. That's always been like that. I come here to support this team. I come here to just support and have someone to share my story with. But thank you, Dr. Death. See, so everybody's here for different, so but I like this channel to be open and a comfort for people to come in and share their stories. Um, I can't say I've had many good positives come in, because that's how much, but it's starting to be brought to the light, y'all, and we're gonna get this addressed. And I'm like, today's show was like this shout out to Georgia. Like, what is up, Georgia? Georgia, I cannot. They had that rally, and I am gonna do another show, y'all. I cannot not show y'all this stuff from the picture. Like, my friend called me, and when I saw it, I said, I wish I was there. I wish I was there. I wanted to go so bad, but some other things, I had other things that I had to attend that were mandatory for me today. And that was that. I don't know what these people are thinking. And I want to get someone. I mean, I guess I'll call it on there in the morning and see what's up. I will do that. Um, I will definitely, definitely, girl. Like Jesus is Lord. Yes, Brad, you're awesome, and I've. Okay, so Brad said okay, Simon, let me go Simon. They were here 5 times total. Simon, are you talking about, they've found nothing wrong the first 4 times. They keep coming back to look anyways, just in case. Are you talking about the CPS workers, right? Simon, has this been going on with you, Simon? What state are you in, hon? If I may ask. Okay, Brad, I need to catch up on my comments. Um, let's see. Okay, when I got hired, my administration had a complete nonsense, no nonsense approach to anything, especially since we live in a low income, high drug rate area. Oh, so it's like one of the like poverty level areas. That's an area I live in, and I could see that. I can. So no nonsense approach. It's okay, Brad. My son always said, and he always said, "Mom," or Danielle. He calls me Danielle. They even looked down upon that. They were like, "Why don't he call you Mom?" And I'm like, "Do y'all know the story behind my son? Like, from birth to where he is now? Like, I'll tell you, this is why my son doesn't call me Mom. He wasn't around like the people that he was around called me Danielle. Okay, so he's gonna go with what they and I was okay with that. He knows me as his mom. Yes, he does. But he was okay with calling me Danielle because I was pregnant with my son, and my papa, which was my best friend, on Mother's Day, the day after Mother's Day, he looked at my grandma and he said, "Mama, I can't leave home no more. Take care of that little boy." And do you know my nanny, which was my son's best friend, which was it's my grandma. She kept her promise to my papa. Like, and I believe it gave her more years, and my son blossomed into the young man he is. If it wasn't for my nanny there with me, because my son was normal, y'all. He wasn't autistic until 3 years old. He was fully he was developing with the charts and everything, and then he told me, laid him down to bed, said our prayers, good night, and love you. And the night went on, and we woke up the next morning, went to go, and he hears something, and we go, and my nanny's like, "What's going on?" And go in the room, and my son is like screaming, hysterically freaking out. Feces everywhere. It's like because he was potty trained the night before. He couldn't talk. I mean, I hit my knees, y'all. I hit my knees. I was lost. If it wasn't for my nanny being there, I don't know what would have happened. Like, I don't know. I was confused, and I'm dumbfounded. Didn't know how. I was shocked. I was froze. I mean, when I tell you I hit the floor, like, you can only imagine what the thoughts. And I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget, because all of that hard work that boy did growing up, 1, 2, and 3, and the memories, and it's like, wow, what happened? What caused? Whoa, what's up, my son? Where could you? And now, so you regressed all the way back to baby mode, straight baby mode. Now we're talking had to potty training and everything, and now we were on a path that it may be difficult because he did not know how to express himself, like voice himself, and had to teach. It's like, and still to this day don't know what caused my son just overnight to totally lose his mobility. I mean, everything, vocals, his. I know he was here, but he just in party. I mean, just and it's like, wow. I know other parents that have experienced that as well, and I've just met and talked to them recently, and I never knew that. And autism is a really big, and my son is autistic. He's 19 now. And it's true, people. Like, these are real stories, real kids, real families going through this. And we want answers, And thank you, Glenn. They were here at that time. So, Simon, on yours, are they still coming in, my friend? I'm a transvestite. No, I'm good. I'm a girl. I'm a female. I go by she, her. I'm a girl. Okay, by birth and everywhere. Thank you. Everything's natural. I am a female. Sorry. No transvestite here. Let's see. I mean, that is. Yeah, it's Thank you, Brad. And you'll hear a lot of stories like, and I hate to be the one to say that there's more negative stories than there is positive right now, and that's what the numbers are, and not the stories. I mean, these are real stories, but yet they're not speaking out. Thanks, Lauren. I see you. I see your comment, but thank you, love. Thank you for stopping by so much. Thank you. I'm back on here, and I know I was gone for a minute, and I'm back. The schools don't tell us to go to CPS, by the way. We just report things to the admin, and they decide what to do from there. Oh, so there's a middle. Oh, you report it to the school's admin, and then they report to CPS. Oh, so I mean, okay, I guess. Wow. So there's like a middle person. So y'all don't. So have y'all ever? Well, I don't know if you've ever seen or heard any of the other teachers that may ever had to report. Did the way they said that, whatever that had to be reported, did their story get misconstrued, like put, reported wrong? That maybe, and to see and that could put that see, y'all. So parents see this. These teachers could be really. I mean, so look, they're training. They don't report to CPS, straight to CPS. They go to their admin, and then the admin reports it to CPS. So you have the middleman. So that gives me a better. Okay. So in that case, there could be bad done between that what can I say, that interaction. Like, the teacher has means well, but that middle that admin could, and I would hope that it would be on the positive side, not the negative. But I don't know, Chris, if you've ever experienced that. Doctor said that said my wife. Well, my wife is so depressed, and Brad, that I thank you for sharing that with us. That is good to know. My wife is so depressed that it's affecting her judgment in her mind. Yes, doctor, that does happen. These are our children. At birth, I had my three children, and that's something that, when we have the child, when we give birth, and we feel that emptiness. So just imagine these parents that are going through this without their kids. Like I mean, I'm my son, like, you know, I don't even get to talk to him now. That's what's bad. Like, what happened? Fought for him, and we got him home, and now, and it's not. It's a control thing in my family, I guess. But that's going to be. It's just it's sad to know that and I know right there that CPS is playing mind games with my family members. I know that with the one member that, she stood by me, and we fought to get my son home, and we did. To now, can y'all believe that? That's a familial bond. This bond between me and my family, these family members, the good ones, was so strong and so, like, and you would never think that it would just crumble. How do I make it look like this? What do you mean? Like what? Like this way? Um, I use Restream. If that's the the schools don't. Okay, they decided what to do. Okay, Brad said it's all just a confusing ladder up that even we don't fully understand, right? And that's right, right. You are so right, Brad. And I thank you for being here and saying that and giving your true, honest how you feel. And that is exactly right because it is confusing. It's we're like on y'all side, on our side, on parent side, on even the children's side, just trying to navigate this. And it's like we don't know the truth to it. We don't know the realness to it. What is supposed to really go on because it can be missed. Um, CPS also loves to say high conflict and will ignore calls from schools. Yeah. So Albie says, maybe we can hold on. Okay. So Albie said, it's my experience in certain surrounding counties in my area that several elementary schools use guidance counselors as the only shot callers. Lack of consistency can be very problematic, right? And also I know and then we got schools like up in Blount, Tennessee, Blount County. They had a teacher, and this is no bad towards you, any teacher, but this teacher got arrested or got charged with uh, like touching children or whatnot. He only got 6 months probation, and I think he kept his law license. Like no, that's no. And I know all teachers are not like that, no, but 6 months, like that's no. So it's always it's people, it's the bad apples. And I believe most teachers do have the heart, the passion to be there for the children, and that is their. I mean, because there are people out there that they love. Now, me teaching school, I would that would yeah, me teaching school that would be it's yeah, oh boy. And then let's see what else we got here. Yeah, it's all a confusing matter, right? We have had teachers testify. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see what this says. We have had teachers testify. Okay. And then they are admonished by their own school employer, typically family law. All eyes on kids is important, right? Right. Dr. Death said it just reminds me of we, it just reminds me of we, the German people, reported on the Jewish people in their country in 1936. Is it okay to report on your fellow countrymen? Mm, Dr. Death. That's 1936 in their country. Is that 1936? Why am I having a brain fart here? Wasn't there something going on during that time? Was it off? So Brad said, well, I'm not ignoring you, Dr. Death. I'm going to go back to that. Well, the main reason for me having to go through training was related to neglect, specifically drug related neglect. I'm personally very sympathetic to addicts as I have had my own experiences. Oh, wow. Like, are you like in your life, like your experience, are you a recovering addict? And that's awesome that, and or is it like when you say the drug related neglect, is that also because of the area maybe like that you teach in, that you like you said earlier, but thank you for being very understanding, and because I am a recovering addict myself. Yes, I have. I graduated. I was in I even completed a program in 20 in 20 sorry, I just seen something. In 2018 I graduated, and I've never had any other it's a battle that I was reading the speech that I wrote for my graduation a couple shows back, and it's a lifelong battle being it's a, like because it's something could trigger you, and like going through this whole CPS nightmare. I can only imagine parents having that battle already and having to face this and struggles that and you want to run away from reality, because we should never have to think about our children and being like my son being in a facility. And when I would see, I mean, I've showed visits on here of my son, and it's a whole. I mean, you can tell in his express, like his whole demeanor. I'm sure if anybody that's in here has seen those videos on Albie, maybe I don't know if Dr. Beth did, but you can just tell in my son's. And then he would say, "Leave me the hell alone." But he would look behind the screen, like he was looking behind the screen, and he'd follow whoever it was. And I'm sorry, and to say it was a staff member for sure. That was, and it's like they were trying to intimidate my son, and it was straight up bullcrap. I mean, that was just wrong. Um, I have much sympathy for those situations, as well as definitely. Hold on, I think slow, y'all. I'm sorry. It reminds me of me. I have much sympathy for those situations. Where we go? Correct. Okay, sorry, y'all. I have much sympathy for those situations as well. These are definitely some parent unfit to parent, but I believe everyone deserves a second chance. And I do know with this new bill that came out with the Joe Biden signed January 4th, that is something that is in an act of law on the federal government, and states just need to start implementing it. But they are giving like that. It's kind of like that, especially like the substance abuse and things like that. And that's good to know that they are not going to be so quick to. And I just hope these states implement it. That's the biggest thing, is getting the states to actually go through and start implementing it, which it is the law, and they're supposed to. And you know what? Hey, parents out there, let's start shouting out to our states. That's another thing. We'll talk that on a future show here. I was talking about it before, and then I had some things, stepped away for a minute, but I'm back. So time to keep time to rock it, and let's go. Let's get it taken care of. And we gotta be the voice now. As parents, we have to be the voice. And this goes for. Thanks for talking to us, Brad. I appreciate you very much. And my show comes on usually Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays around 5:30 Eastern time. But we have other shows. We have the Punisher show at night. The CPS Breaking News last show. That's at 10 Eastern time sometime. I forgot. I'll have to put the schedule out, because we are bringing back Brenda. Maybe you should tune in on her. She'll be tomorrow night at 9, or tonight at 9. What time is it? So tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. She'll be on talking about hers, and she's got a story too. And hers went on a lot longer, and she did lose her rights. And her kids are adults now, and she hasn't seen them. And that's my friend Brenda. Me and Brenda, I love Brenda. Brenda's probably in bed by now. So she. But I have to ask a question. What? Let me. Okay, now I'm seeing your comment, Brad. I'm sorry. Let's ask. Okay. What do you believe to be the malicious intent from CPS workers to take children away, being it is a very expensive endeavor? The money. And what do I believe? All right, everyone. Albie, you see the question he's asking? What do I believe the malicious intent is? That, are you talking about it for each, like for our situation, like our experience? What I believe like their intent was with me, or just the whole CPS in general, if I may? Because if it's for like my personal, the malicious intent was, I believe that it was done because they thought they had what they would consider an orphan, and because of the things that the anonymous, I would call it anonymous caller said, that the things that were said, and it's just uh, so it's the things that were said and done. Sorry, y'all, just um the things that were said in my situation. I don't had a brain fart there for a minute. Uh, the things that were said and done, hearsay, and it was just not. It wasn't fair, and they went and I don't know. I can't say. I know with the anonymous caller what the intention was. Like they definitely were had bad intentions, and it was definitely hate against me. But as far as the caseworkers in my case, I have no idea. Like I don't know why they would believe and what would go on there. So that I can't say. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with. Sorry, my brother. I just I have a disabled brother, and I was just making sure he was all right because I just heard, yeah, he was just using the restroom. Sorry, just I had to check on him. So the bad and it's and I would hope it wouldn't be just about funding Mr. Wilson, because that is just horrible to know that they could do just be like that to children and just rip families apart. I mean, I would never want anyone to be thinking negatively about a family and trying to tear them apart and choosing to keep them separated and not reuniting them, you know. And I just totally got squirreled there. I'm sorry, but if Brad, you go by what you must do and what you feel you need to do to keep your students safe while telling your honest observations. The rest lays on the state and the families to iron out. There, see that, Brad? There is Miss Albie's uh, answer. Yes, they definitely had bad intentions in my case, and I'll just go ahead and say it was a family member, and it was someone that uh, I trusted with one of my other children, and would have never thought, because I'll tell you my story. I got in some trouble in 2011, and I was going away for a good, well, I mean, it was like 2 or 3 years, and I asked my family for help. I just couldn't go to prison knowing that my kids were going to be at the state, and I couldn't do that. And I asked my family for help, and guess what? They stepped up, and my mother, I mean, right after rip, and we went to court, and everything was set, and the judge even said he granted our what we all decided to wanted, and left it up to us to decide what to do, like with me being in my kids' lives, paying or supporting my kids, being the mom I need to be. And I thought, I was on probation, and I had to think longevity as well, from the safety and security of my children. What if in the stability? So I asked my family, and we all agreed that let's put just on the safe side and the longevity. I have to think about the long term for my children, because I was on. There was a good time of probation I was on, and what happens if, I mean, that's a scenario, that's a situation that could change at any moment. I can get violated. So, and what would happen if I didn't, if I did get like and ended up back in jail. And guess what? Where would my kids be then? So we were all okay with where like and my kids would be in a safe and stable environment. But I would definitely be involved as their mother, which I that's my responsibility, and I would definitely be the mom I need to be. And I got out, and so the judge left it up to me and my family to decide what to do upon my release, and that's the way it was for over a decade until my mother passed away. And I can say that I have 3 kids. I have a son and my 2 daughters, and my 2 daughters were isolated from me probably 2 years after I got released from prison. And I was never isolated from my son. I was always involved with my son, and he was even at my drug court graduation. He even got my certificate when my graduation certificate, and he's like he will hold me accountable. That boy is he's yeah. He will. He knows. And he wants his mom to do. I mean, that's been my biggest cheerleader. I mean, and I love my kids. I've always loved my kids, and I never will stop loving my children, and I never will stop giving up on them. Even if I've, like with my girls, I've had to love them from a distance, or be like, and it hurts, yeah. But I'm their biggest cheerleader. Like the loudest one that they hear from the sidelines, that's their mom, and I'm gonna be at my daughter's graduation, and I'm gonna be there to cheer her on too, because I just want nothing but the best for my kids, and whether or not their opinion about me is. I understand. It takes time. I did. Shame on me for what I've done. And but I wanted my kids safe and happy, and I had to think about their safety, their security, and their well being, and that was the biggest, hardest, most difficult choice I've ever had to make in my life, and I feel as though that. And I've gotten hate for it. I have. Oh, you're a bad mom. You're a piece of crap. You know, and people have their opinions, but my kids have been safe, secure, happy, and the absent time that I wasn't around, like my time away, they did get the love, and they still had. I would keep in contact with my children, and I never lied to my children. They knew where I was at. They knew I got in trouble. My son, you would ask him, "Where's your mom?" "She's in prison. She gonna be in timeout when she got home." And my son meant it too. I was in timeout. Like even when we got home this time, he told me I was in timeout. So, and he meant it. That's my buddy, man. That's my buddy. He's like my mini me, and so are my girls. All right, so here we are, y'all. I'm like, oh, I need to get. Hey, Miss Ciara and Martin, how are you? Hey, Mike Trout. Good evening. How are you? I'm not a dude, Marcel, but welcome in. Thank you. I'm a girl, female, all the female parts. I go by she, her. Yeah. You guys do help with my issues. Y'all help me out. Look, this is the longest I've been around by myself in a while. And Brenda's probably like mad. Brenda, you know you can come on, girl. Rest in peace to your family members. They seem like very good people. I'm sure that they're in a better place. My mother was a beautiful person, and my nannies, they're beautiful people, beautiful people. And the most caringest. And now there's another um, Selena girl. I don't know who you are, but get that out of my chat, please. Like, go on with that. You don't know, and you don't even know what battle I'm fighting on. If I am in one, so please, Selena girl, whoever you are, take that on, please, because this is not the place for that. All right, thank you. Um, you know what? I just won because I'm not gonna sit here and I don't even know why you would come into a chat and talk those words. So please go back to your and check and look at, because I promise. Will I never win? What am I winning? I wake up every day and that's a winner, right? And I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to be here, and I'm thankful for everyone in this live tonight. So I would ask that you just please keep the negative. I don't care about what you say about me, but just please keep it out of my chat. All right, we don't have no negative Nancy's here, and that's not no bad towards any person named Nancy. And y'all, this is for educational purposes only. Thank you, Brad. I much love to you, my friend, and I hope you join us more. I do. Yes, Brenda. We gotta stay strong, y'all. Like I say, I'm Danielle Wan. I want my family back, and I want everyone to have their families back. And Brad, you are awesome, and I love that you came in here with us. And you are, I can say you are the first person to ever that's on the. I'm not gonna say on the other side. That's on the side that parents have had to be like the not so good experience with. And I can say you are a blessing, and we thank you so much for coming with in here today, and let like speaking with us, and just like it's like peaceful, civil. I mean, so see out there, parents, teachers, CBS workers, what and this is how. Let's keep like, I mean, it should be like this. It shouldn't be so hateful and just ripping people's families apart, or hurting anyone, or trying to, because that really, why would you want to hurt or ruin or mess, even try to the least little bit of a child's development? Because trauma causes negative and has a negative impact on a child's development. My son, perfect example, he regressed. He's like, when my mother passed, his IQ was a 42. My son used to know how to drive cars. Now he's getting back to himself. Thanks, Brenda. You stay strong, too, Ma. Hey, Lauren. Welcome in. I thank you for coming in. She said, I can't stay, but wanted to show my support. I've worked with so many kids as well as I am a traffic kidnapped child myself. Let's see. Hold on. I got let's see. I need to. I cannot multitask, y'all. And I thank you for what you said. I'm gonna go back to that comment right now. Brad, you go by what you must do and what you feel. I like how you said that, Albie. You need to keep your students safe while talking your honest observations. The rest lies on the state and the families to iron it out. That's right. And I thank you, Albie, for saying that. Thank you. Let me get kind of okay. He said, Lauren says Lauren says I can't stay, but I wanted to show my support. Lauren stops in here, and I thank you, Lauren. Thanks for your love. I appreciate it, and hope to see you again. And I will be coming to yours and showing. So she is a teacher, student, advocate. Lauren Speak Up, awesome people. Go check her out, y'all. I think she's on YouTube and I believe Facebook, TikTok. I'll get her info, and so we can go check her out and follow her. She's actually currently in a human driving situation, but I want to send her love. So let's send her. Lauren, there you go. I'm sending my love right back, and we love you, and you be safe, my friend. And thank you for sharing this and being here with us. Y'all, I love singing. Y'all, this is great. My first show back, and this is just awesome. Like it. I was like, when I come back, I was like, we're gonna. And I like Brad. Thank you for that. Don't listen to these trolls. These trolls. They usually I let them just get. They're coming in late tonight because usually they come in like the first 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'll let them get out. And usually, I can't say I've had many bad experiences with trolls. Well, they're gonna say what they say, but they've actually stayed with us. And actually shared some stories when they found out. And that's why people like, why? And I've asked them, why do you do what you do? Like, I know you're not a bot. Why do you do what you do? Someone could be a bot, but why would you just want to go in and stop? Like, just what? I mean, just for fun. And it actually, they stay with us. Like, I've had more. And I've had some come back to the live. Like tonight, I had one before I had a phone call, and he's back, and I'm sure they'll stop in again. So it's But I thank you. Yeah, I can't let. Sometimes they have got to me, but um. Okay, well, okay, so here we go. The same boss is being trusted for every other school related. I guess that I have to ask, being that we have never had an issue, what was the reasoning they gave? Like for me specifically, what did they tell you? Um, like what did they tell me was, because my son was without, let's see, I gotta, it's without a lease. They told me that it was for one thing, but the paperwork showed another. But I'll tell you what, the thing was my mom was the guardian. So they said he was without a legal caregiver. Like nobody, like kind of like I guess they would put it as abandonment, but that wasn't true. But it also that was the main thing, and then that what was the other thing that I had not been in contact with my son, or what did they say? Had not been in contact or took care of, like financially supported him in over a decade, and that was definitely a lie. Because my I opened up child support myself in 2018. So I mean, my family had my kids for since 2011, and they never opened up. I did it. I had to open up, but we had our own little agreement. And when I was in drug court, for me to graduate that program, they told me I had to uh, financially support my children, so I needed to go open up a CPS, a child support case for me to start paying through the state. Which why couldn't I just leave it like it was? And it sucks. But because we were fine the way we were, and then now, even on the child support side, it was fine. Like I worked, I paid, they took it on my check, which was fine, and I even had it to where I worked 10 hours overtime every week, and that would pay my child support. Plus, I'd give my kids money. Now, would I ever get? They just called that a gift, though. They didn't count that through the state. If they didn't go through the state, they don't. And that's what sucks here in Georgia. It's considered a gift, which as long as it took care of my children, that's all that matters, really. It you know, that's another subject for that's another side of things is the child support side. Like it's just all it's a big, like we said, it's gotta be what's the truth to it all? Like how is it really supposed to be? Like is it because there's too many people with the way they want to run it, and it's not supposed to be ran like that. They don't want to follow the right, and that's why it definitely needs to be reformed. Um, let's see where we're at. Like okay, so yeah, they told me that it. Oh wow, uh, I am not. How do you make my life feel like it's hey Joe time? Welcome in. I don't know if you're still in. If you're still in here, just let me know. Dr. Beth said so. Okay, so they said the kids can't come home until my wife sees a therapist. Doctor, that's why. Why? So your kid, did they move your kids? Sorry, my hair. I'll tell me, Doctor Beth. So they said the kids can. Why does your wife just have to see a therapist? Um, Albie said CPS also loves to say high conflict and they will ignore calls from schools or therapists, and then not in other cases where there's no court history such as custody. That is a major problem. Yes. I don't understand how, like with my son, how there was a guardianship order in place, even though my mother was incapacitated, like, and she passed, and that guardianship and my son, those guardianship orders were in place until each child was 18, right? So that means the guardianship order was still supposed to go on and until my son was 18. So they didn't even follow by that. And I don't see how all of a sudden he had this, like somebody was able to withdraw him from school and just, he was gone. Like it was crazy. And so they do things with paperwork but they don't like, I mean, there's so many stories out here, Brad and help everyone. And it's just those stories that you hear, but it all boils down to parents are not getting the fair, or they're getting their rights violated, their parental rights, their Fourth Amendment rights, wait a minute, yeah, Fourth Amendment, 14th Amendment, even their God-given right, like they have a right, a liberty interest, and it's to have a familial relationship with their child without any government interference. And it's just crazy that we're not being noted our due process rights. I mean, because I know that from experience. I mean, they try to keep it hush hush, and a lot of parents have experienced that nationwide. Hey, Brenda, are you back? What are you doing? Hey, I'll be World War II. World War II. Is that what we were talking about earlier, 1936? Is that what, what did I miss? Here we go. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Oh no. Okay. And yeah, it is. They said mine was a high conflict, and then those protective removal orders they do, and that they have. Brad. I don't know if you know, but to put Granny. I know Granny. I'm not a grandma yet. Don't. No, no, no. We're talking about child protective services and children being removed from homes that are not. They're not in imminent danger. Just based on maybe poverty. They're not being reunited with their families, just the systematic failure nationwide that in our child welfare system here in the United States or even the world. Bring Danielle back. I know, right? I love you, Brenda, too. I love you, too. I told y'all Brenda was asleep. I told y'all. Are you still here? Do you feel better now, Brenda? Brad said, well, if they need to be abolished entirely, I would assume you believe them to be malicious in nature. Yeah, but I wouldn't say abolished. Some say abolished. I would say reformed. Does that sound better? Definitely, because abolished would mean we have to tear it all down and rebuild it from the ground up, right? But with um, uh, reformed, that would be changes, like change in the weak areas and the areas that and just and it would definitely need a reform. I would say instead of abolish, reform. Okay. But it is definitely a broken system, definitely. Because it's like the federal government puts out a certain, the laws, and these states are supposed to implement them, and they're not. It's like they got their own way of doing things, and it's just gotten so out of hand, and it's hurting children and families everywhere, my friend. So let's see. I don't even know it. Let's see where are my comments. Here we go. Well, if they need to be abolished entirely, I thank you for that, Brad. I do appreciate that. Money and the rush they get from thinking they are doing some good for the kids, right? And like with my son, they sent him 4 states away, and even in the court said that they were not going to help me get to see my son, but yet on his those plan oh my goodness. The individualized like his plan, like kind of like an IEP, but it was called something else because he was at a residential treatment facility. My son's never been in a place like that ever. So for him to be isolated and away from society, my son's like a social butterfly. He loves people. He loves being around people. He loves the interaction. He loves and he likes to do things. Like he would work on like fixing stuff. That boy, he would fix like his what was it, his CD player when he was younger. Stop the door on it wouldn't close all the way, and he took it apart and he actually fixed it, and then it would close. And even with his autism, there he had to be organized. Now, if I tried to go and move something or tell him a different way to do it, maybe an easier way, it just totally and he. So I learned that with him and other autistic children, they're even my brother. My brother is the same. But he fixes things. Very smart. My brother's disabled. He can fix. And he'll look at me and say, "Should I got any more electronics I need to fix?" And some of the things he fixed, I'm like, wow. And that's that he has to have. Now, if I try to go in there and tell him how to fix it or a better way, he'll give up on it. He'll just. And I've learned that with people with that, and adults, young adults, and my brother, and then children. Yeah, if they are They're very smart, but they are like very what not OCD, but they do like organization. And I'm sure they've ever called them on you. Definitely had bad instances of interest to know why you believe that the organization maintains the same intent regardless of context. Let's see. Let me let that comment come up. I can read it. I'm sure that whoever called them um definitely had bad intentions. And they she did call, as a matter of fact, because let's see, hold on. And I'm trying to wait till your comment comes up. Hold on. Because I need to catch up on these comments. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's now my computer slow. Maybe I need to look and see how much. Okay, I saw the full battery. All right. So let's see. Brad went. Did he go? Night, Brad. I didn't even see where he said bye. Oh, that's very interesting. Look, y'all are way ahead of me. Look at y'all. Never thought about that before. Let's see what Albie says. There are certainly people who have kids that should not, and there are kids they can have a CPS court case in court does not give you an attorney unless you're losing your right. It's a big deal, right? And that's very. And never thought about that before. And yes, and with parents lose their rights, not even having a chance at a fair hearing, and some not even getting to be at their courts at all. I mean, like I was when my mom passed, I went to Florida and had to get my brother, and didn't even know like the state had my son at the time and didn't even know it. And my my family member had called my PO and had me incarcerated because there was a hurricane coming and I had to um put the meth pipe down. That was put down a long time ago, my friend. A long time ago. Like, don't even bring that in here. You, with the timing being, I'm here to advocate and bring children home, and you want to bring that in here, please go on. Because I'm telling you, it's not going to work here. Don't I don't bring up the past, and that is a darkness that is behind me. So good luck, and I hope you. I mean, if you are struggling, hey, we're here to talk. I'm here, but don't come and making accusations that are they true? You don't have nothing. No, that's I am a recovering addict. Yes. And that is a dark pathway and that is in the past and I don't look in the past. Okay. So take that somewhere else, my friend. But welcome in. So I'll be never thought about do go away, Matt. Just go away, Jules. I know they need to go away. Let's see. Here we go. I've never had these many trolls. I can get them out of here, I believe, somehow. Okay, hold on. They that's okay. Here we are. Let's see, Brett. I'm going to bed now, but it was very nice to meet you, and I hope all goes well. I'll hopefully be more around. Thanks for sharing your story with me. Good night. Thank you, Brad. Thank you for being here, and I hope you come back for more. I hope you do join us for more. Have a great day tomorrow, and I thank you. And you are amazing, and thank you for doing what you do, and with the caring heart and doing it the correct and you nothing bad. You do it, and I send all our y'all, but like I send you our love in the support in the chat and the channel. Sorry, y'all, it's getting tired. Like, but it's okay. I'm not a dude. We're not. Look, I love it how they're saying I'm a dude. A dude looks. You know what? Are you a dude? Rest easy, my friend, and hopefully we'll see you again, Brad. My name is Danielle, and just look out for my the notifications I send. You can subscribe to the channel, and it'll let you know when my show's coming on. I do have a bad habit of putting a notification on, and then I have something. Sometimes my scheduling has to be like tonight. It was way off. Sorry, y'all, but I'm here, and we spent 2 hours together. Yay! So, and I loved it. So CPS makes up their lives a fit marriage and the right. Hi, Pepsi Warren. How are you? Don't know how to work. Me neither. I don't either. They moved my son 5 hours away from me and only get to talk to him by phone call, not video chat like they told me, all because they have not enough foster care homes in my area. Wow. And that is what, see, Dr. Death, you're I can talk to you after the show. It is like that. Talk to you in the morning about that, because that is not cool. And I would like to know more about your situation. Like what is conduct? Right, right, Brenda? I think it's because I'm talking I'm a tomboy, but I'm not. I'm weird. Don't know how to work a smartphone. I don't. I look. You see this thing? I got my phone, but you can't really see it on there. But like, I got my computer and then I got my phone, so I'm looking at both screens. So and I wanted to show y'all that, and I wanted to show y'all that. But I do have to probably get ready to end the show. I've been on here a long time. Y'all be looking for a pop up tonight. Like, there might be a surprise. You don't know. I might just come back and be like, "What's up?" And I don't have a guest coming. They were supposed to be on tonight, but I think it was too late. But it's fine. They're back in the morning. Maybe I'm gonna reach out to her and see what's up. It's all right, everybody. Y'all keep fighting. Y'all are a blessing. Keep up. Y'all stay strong. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. And we will win this battle. In Georgia, I ain't done. We are parents in Georgia. We come in Georgia. There's investigations going on right now, and we will get our children back. And y'all will not do this anymore. You're not going to mock us. You're not going to make fun of us. You're not going to do this. This is wrong. And money matters, but you're looking out for the best interest of children. What, you like the paychecks? What? So if there's anybody in Georgia that was at that building today working in it, or occupying it at all, and was at the rally with the parents across the street that was mocking them, or I want to hear y'all's opinion on that. I want to hear what was really in y'all's minds at that time with the money matters. And I'm going to piggyback off this show later on or in the morning to show y'all the pictures and the posts and what was going on in Atlanta here, okay? Why my wife has to see a therapist is because of what she told them about not be safe in me and her living. She told you that? Are y'all, why would she? Is that like, did I read that wrong, Dr. Das? Um, did you get my email, Dr. Das? I'm gonna put it right here in the chat. Email me, please. I would love to know more about your scenario, your situation. I'm interested and like to know what part of Iowa you're in. I am gonna have to end the show, y'all. I've went over, and it's okay. But everyone, I love y'all. Keep fighting. Don't give up. And we will get our children back. In Georgia, I will be back. I will be back to voice. And so I challenge Georgia parents, reach out to me, please. My email's in the chat. Like, subscribe to this channel, follow, share, share, share. Georgia, Georgia, Georgia. Georgia is on my mind, all right. And it's not, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with you. Georgia, shame on you. Kemp, why are the kids being done this way? And are we being mocked? Share this out, y'all. Georgia's on my mind. Let's go. I need parents in Georgia. I need parents nationwide. Brenda we'll be talking shortly. Okay. So, all right. Definitely reach out to me if it's not too late. My friend. And I'm sorry for anyone that has their children that I didn't have time to, and it's horrific to lose. Thank you, Kristen, for coming in. I appreciate that. And it's very it's harder knowing that we're supposed to be reunited with our children. We work, and the parents that work hard to get to that point, and just to keep being told that, oh well, you got to finish this, and it's like it's a never-ending battle. And there are, I know, I do want to say that the parents that have went on, passed on to um, that are no longer with us here on in person. may they rest in peace. And their children, I pray, and I send my love and my strength. And we're parents, please don't give up. Don't give up. You are. We love you. You are worth it. You are strong. You are powerful. You don't know how powerful you are. You are. I promise you, knowledge is power, and that's what we're here. We're here to share, and we're here to get this. You know what? I always say, just like Darren always says, Brenda, it is very broken. It is very broken. And it's sad that these are real stories, Kristen, real people, real children going through unimaginable pain through a system that is trying to navigate through a system that is broken. And yeah, okay, Doctor, that's awesome. I appreciate it, and I will definitely be in touch. And I'm have you? And then it's we just it's broken definitely, and it needs reform. It needs to be definitely, and we need to get out the bad apples and get it back to way it's supposed to help the families and strengthen them, because everyone struggles. I struggle. I struggle all the time, but that's no reason to rip a family apart. So thank you, Kristen, and I would love to have you on the future shows. Be looking out, y'all. I do have to. I would love to stay. I would love to. And Brenda, I'll be in touch with you as well. And y'all be good. Have a great morning. And I will be on today again, hopefully around 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. You may see me pop in. I may do an afternoon show. I have the goals of doing more shows, but here I am. Like, when life works against you, it's not good. It's but you know what? We did it. I'm here, and I love y'all, and y'all help me out, and I'm back. So we're gonna get this. And Georgia, like I said, got parents in other states. Let's get this brought to the light. Let's work harder and voice our voices louder. And I'm gonna talk to y'all about. I got like so many things that I can't wait to talk over the next few shows. Good night, Dr. Death. And you got dealt with CPS in Florida, and it's horrible. I was sub and be back. Awesome. Awesome. And get the notifications too. We have other shows as well. Bring back Brenda. We'll be on at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. I'll be on at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And it may be before. Just get them to be notified, and you will be notified of any show on the channel. So y'all have a wonderful evening, and keep fighting and don't give up. Okay. These people need to be held accountable. These judges and the ones these are our children, and we want our families back. Okay. One is tough, but hey, a pack is unstoppable. Let's go, everyone. Pack it up. Pack it up. 2025. We gonna do this. Stand up and fight. Don't give up, and be the voice for the voiceless. Let's get our children home. Every state sucks right now, and for the states that are actually making these changes, thank you, Kristen. I appreciate you, and thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you much more. And if you need anything, please reach out. Okay. And please come back. And I would love to, if you ever want to be on the show, just you can reach out. I think my email's in the chat. Down somewhere. It's above, I believe. It's right. I should have. Let me pin it. Ooh, right there. Yeah, right there. That's my chat. My email. My name is Danielle. And we got Brenda. Brenda's on here too. So you're more than welcome to reach out anytime. Save the children, right? And my name is Danielle Waugh, and I want my bring our family home, bring our children home, and keep fighting. I can't ever don't let these people bully me. I'm gonna play a song. The song that's gonna be ending on the show. I wrote that. It was actually wrote as Georgia's Hidden Scarlet Letter, and when my whole stories first started. There was no transparency, and yeah, and I wrote Georgia's Hidden Scarlet Letter, and I would love, I can, like, I've got so much up here going on, like, that I want to, and I gotta start, and I would love to share it with everybody. I did write it as a poem at first, and then it turned into a song, because I believe I chose that title because it like the Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter. I think in foster, like when a parent is a judge, like when their kid's been taken or whatnot, and the society hears foster care or CPS or the parents or the removal of kids, they're often quick to be stereotypical and quick to judge, and they don't really see. They need to see the hidden things that are not being that are not being told to everyone, the public, the light. And that's what I'm here for, to unmask this, okay? And to help these families and to get the word out. So that's what we're here for. And I'll be back. I'll be plenty more. I'm here for you, and y'all help me, trust me. So let's keep on keeping on, and know you are loved, and your life matters, and we love you, and you are powerful. Knowledge is power, and that's what we're here to share. So much love to everyone. Good night. See y'all next time. 5:30 today, and be looking out for the other shows. Brenda's is at 9. And then we have good luck, y'all. Be safe. Keep fighting. And we're here. Let's stand together. Pack it up, everybody. Peace out, everyone. Good night. Love you. Bye, y'all.
In the shadow of the peach day, where the magnolias bloom so late, a child stands alone in fear, wishing someone would hold them near. Through the bridges of George's care, they're reaching out but life ain't fair. Isolation's heavy on their heart, praying for a brand new start. Child protectors on the line, George's foster